All right, Bourbon Quest. Bringing you another review. So, anyways, just did Distilling Company with Jeff Arnett, former master distiller. All right, so here's another one from right down the road. And we may drink some of these others. I don't know. I'll just put them out here for. I'm really just wanting to do a review. I've heard really good things on this. This is George Dickel Bourbon Whiskey. Yes, I said bourbon. Cascade Hollow Distilling, our finest quality bourbon. It does say charcoal chill filtered, handcrafted small batch, aged 8 years, another 80 or 90 proofer. Good Lord, why do they make this writing so small? Aged 8 years, this handcrafted small batch bourbon is richly complex, perfected by time, experience, and true craftsmanship. To create something this special, we use local spring water, choose only our best quality grains, and create our own charcoal from sugar maple for our signature chilled charcoal filtering process. Once distilled, we age our bourbon gracefully in charred oak barrels for 8 years and then blend it to perfection. Now that's what we call smooth sipping whiskey. All right, Denise. I've heard a lot of good things on this. I've had this bottle for a little while. Been meaning to do a review, so tonight's the night. So again, this is going to be the first time ever trying this. I actually have some pretty high expectations of this from other whiskey tubers I've seen review it, along with just what I've heard from other people that I know. And so tonight on Bourbon Quest, we got George Dickel Bourbon. Yeah, I said it. Bourbon. Y'all didn't know you can make bourbon in Tennessee. Well, you can. And, well, I ain't even getting into Jack Daniels. Well, I am. Jack Daniels is bourbon. It meets all legal definitions. They just choose to distinguish themselves and call it Tennessee whiskey. But legally, it is bourbon, and so is this. So, here we go. We got Cork Pop America. So, we're going to pour this into the glass. Infinity bottle pour. There we go. Alright, I'm excited. Let's see. Don't do me wrong, George. Alright, as always, stay hydrated, my friends. Yeah, I mean, it actually has a really good nose. I don't know if it's just because I know it's Dickel, but I do get, not too much so, but I do get a little bit of Flintstone vitamin. Yeah, I do. But sweet, man, you can't get past that Flintstone. It's just kind of like got that chalky nose to it. But it's very sweet. Caramel, vanilla, baking spice. Decent color on it. There's definitely some rich caramel and vanilla. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, I mean, it's sweet. I definitely do get that Flintstone vitamin on it though, with cherry and caramel and vanilla. It's pretty good. my expectations were a little bit higher than what I'm getting off the initial. The nose is fine, just a little bit of that. The nose is not bad. I mean, it does have that kind of chalkiness, Flintstone vitamin on the nose, but then some definitely cherry and apple, vanilla, caramel, baking spice. The nose is pretty damn good. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. What's the proof on that? What was that? Yeah, it was 90 proof. It's actually pretty decent. I mean, an 8-year-old bourbon, 90 proof. I mean, it's not the greatest thing I've ever had in the world. It's not bad. I had higher expectations than what I feel like it delivered, at least on the neck pour there. Let's try, we got a barrel select. What's this one? 86 proof. And then I got a hand selected barrel, aged 9 years. And then of course, George Dickel bottled and bond. This was the number 2 release, fall of 2008, aged 11 years. I'll try this one a little bit. Let's go ahead and try the bottled and bond. It's been a while since I've had it. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Ooh, yeah, yeah, there's a lot more Flintstone mineral. I'm not sure about that one at all. Been a while since I had that. Ugh. All right, let's go to the bottled and bond. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Those are pretty close. That one's got a lot more sweetness and then back end bite. I tell you though, I mean, and it's not, I mean, I kind of have fond memories of Flintstone vitamins. I mean, I've had them all the time as a kid growing up, but I just don't know about it being in my whiskey. And unfortunately, I get that with a lot of George Dickel products. I will say, except for, well, I'm not pulling it out tonight, but you can go back and see number 3 for Whiskey of the Year was the George Dickel 15 year. That thing's freaking fantastic. But even this bottled and bond, I mean, it's sweet, but yeah, it just can't get past the Flintstone vitamin thing there. That's what they got going on. They got to do something about that. There's not as much in the 8-year-old. Ugh, tons of it in that thing. Ugh. That is not good. You know, I had high expectations for the George Dickel bourbon. The nose is coming around a little bit more sweetness and vanilla and caramel. Still get a touch of that Flintstone though. Be interesting to see how it does blind, just because some of that just might be in my head, knowing what I'm drinking and so forth, but I try not to play into that. But you know, everybody, conscious, subconscious, whatever, will play into it when you know what you're drinking. But I had high expectations for this George Dickel 8-year-old. And, you know, for what, 30, 35 bucks? That's good. I have to, what I need to do too is, and I'm not doing it tonight, but at some point I need to compare this 8-year-old bourbon with their George Dickel number 12 recipe or whatever, because I'm quite fond of the number 12. It's good. I think that I had higher expectations than what it delivers, but I'd give it, I mean, I want to give it a thumbs up, but I'm going to have to give it I'm going to give it a thumb sideways. I think, you know, I wouldn't tell you not to buy it. At the same time, I wouldn't tell you to buy it. I mean, if you like Dickel or want to try it, I mean, I don't think it's a total drain pour or anything. At the same time, it's, you know, not going to be whiskey of the year in my opinion. Although some people have touted it pretty well. It is getting better, at least on the nose. A lot more vanilla and caramel. That Flintstone vitamin note's kind of dissipated. Yeah. I mean, it's opening up already. I'd say it's pretty solid. It's still, you know, not the greatest thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. I still probably, at least right now, I'm going to give it a thumb sideways. You know, use your discretion. You know, I wouldn't spend my last $35 that I had in the bank on it, but hopefully you got more in the bank than that. So it's not going to break you. And you may love it. It's already starting to grow on me a little bit more, but I'm kind of holding off judgment. Let it get a little bit more airtime. Would like to compare it at some point to the Dickel number 12 recipe or whatever it is, Superior Whiskey, whatever the hell they call it. I'm not opening this tonight. This was not good at all. Anyways, wish I had better results for you tonight, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, it's kind of a, you know, use your discretion. Thumb sideways. I'm not recommending it. I'm definitely not recommending you buy it. I'm not telling you not to buy it. Use your own discretion. But I will say, in a little bit of time that I've spent with it, it's gotten significantly better. It's good. I had much higher expectations based on some of the other reviews that I've seen on WhiskeyTube and other people that have talked about it. But yeah, it's decent. But cheers, Bourbon Quest. Alright. Oh yeah, it's about that time to close up shop. Well, hey, it's already gotten better. Might as well try a little more. As I say goodnight, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, smash that like button, leave a comment. Hey, if you've had this, let me know what your thoughts are. You might, you know, have a totally different perspective than I do on this. Let me know what you think about this George Dickel bourbon. It didn't quite live up to my expectations. It's not horrible. It's not great. But, hey, it's time to call it a night. Until next time, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Ha ha! Wouldn't that be a Christmas miracle? Hey, speaking of which, it's less than a month away to my birthday, so if anybody wants to send me birthday presents, just hit me up at bourbonquest33@gmail.com. That's my email, bourbonquest33@gmail.com. I haven't looked at it in a while, but hey, my birthday's coming up in February. Anybody want to, give me a present? I'll be happy to receive it. But anyways, until then, subscribe, like, ring the bell, leave a comment, and we'll see you real soon, Bourbon Questers. And as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. That'd be wonderful. Good night, Bourbon Quest. See you in a few. Bye-bye.